the one, the only, Ben
Good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube table Enabled. Continue Shulchan Aruch Yomi Siman Reish Samach Zayin 267 Hilchos Shabbos Dinei Tefillah B'erev Shabbos. Talk about Ma'ariv and making an early Shabbos. A lot of poskim frown on making an early Shabbos. Some say it's okay. It's clear from the Gemara it's okay. The Gemara says that Rav was he davened Ma'ariv on right before Shabbos. He was Makadesh. He ate his meal. He made Kiddush before Shabbos. Let's talk about this. Nefilas Mincha Erev Shabbos ain't nofen al Pneim. On Mincha Erev Shabbos, you don't do Nefilas Apayim because basically any day which is Mincha before a day where you don't say Tachna, you also don't say Tachna. And Beis Makdimin LaHispal Arvis Yosef Mosel Chol. Now, even if you don't make an early Shabbos, it's supposed to daven Ma'ariv earlier because there's a mitzvah, Midar Rabbanan or Midar Raisa of Tosefes Shabbos. And that's why. V'lag Mincha Yachal Lahadik L'Kabel Shabbos with Filas Arvis Lechol Miyad. Even from Plaga Mincha, right? Because according to Rabbi Yehuda, right, the night starts from Plaga Mincha. According to Rabbi Yehuda, the Gemara says that if you want to be noeg like Rabbi Yehuda, can be noeg like Rabbi Yehuda. We're generally noeg like the Rabbanan, and the night starts to Shkia Sacham Yedav and Ma'ariv. Wait says Chavim B'Kriyah Shema, but Filas Ma'ariv Yedav and Plaga Mincha, and therefore, like the Gemara says, you can even Kabbalah Shabbos, even Plaga Mincha, make an early Shabbos. And you can even eat right away. Before Shkia Zacham, you can eat your meal. Make Kiddush, eat your meal. Ayin Le'el soon Reish Lamed Gimel. Here's a Mashar and Share Plaga Mincha. Fine. He talks about earlier how we figure out Plaga Mincha basically is 10 and 3/4 hour into the day. The obvious question arises is that fine, it's Tosefes Shabbos. You can make Kal Shabbos early, but how could you make Kiddush and have your meal on Shabbos? Kiddush is definitely the right. Zachar Shema Shabbos to Kadsho. When it's not night outside yet, right? By Kriyat Shema, you have to wait at least till Shkia or to Seisek Kochavim. Even if you daven Ma'ariv early, Kriyat Shema is Del Raisa. You have to wait. So how could you, by Mrs. Del Raisa, Zachar Shema Shabbos to Kadsho, Kiddush, and maybe the Suda is Del Raisa? How could you do that earlier? Especially if you hold to Tosefes Shabbos is only Rabban. If you hold to Tosefes Shabbos is Del Raisa, so fine. But it's not called in the Rishonim. So how could this be? We'll talk about that. Ian Talina on Gimel. Birkas Hashkivenu Eno Chosim Bashomer Amal Yisrael El Kema Shagielu V'Sak Nevechat Atzirinu Omer Ofro Sukkah Shalom Alim Al Yishalayim Arecha Brochat Hashem Porei Sukkah Shalom Alim Al Kol Amal Yisrael Al Yishalayim. There's a different ending at the last bracha in Tfilas Ma'ariv before Shmona Esrei. Look in your Sidurim if you're not familiar with this. A lot of times I happen for some reason to have the Ma'ariv of the Chol open, and by mistake I say the Chasima of the Chol, or at least I realized at that point that I'm making a mistake. It's confusing in the Sidurim. Ma'ariv and Chol, Ma'ariv and Shabbos are not so far away from each other. But this is the correct conclusion of the bracha. Where we mentioned Yerushalayim as opposed to just Shomer Amo Yisrael. We talk about Sukkah Shalom, Yerushalayim. Shabbos is a day where we talk about, just like we're resting on Shabbos, it's a holiday. We talk about the ultimate salvation. We'll have Yerushalayim, HaBenuya, B'Meir Yameinu. That's the conclusion of today's share. Stay tuned for Ian Talina where I talk about this unique halakha that the Gemara says that you can make Kiddush early, Plaga Mincha, not even Shkia, and eat your meal. You can even finish your meal. How could this be? Especially if the Shabbos is the Rabbanan. We're talking about Mitzvah D'Oraisa. How does that work? Ian Talina coming up next.